Hello, my friends, Amy D. Cohen. So I want to talk to you today about following your destiny and what is holding you back from following your destiny. I think about the times in my life where I have experienced trauma or had major decisions to make. Just like you, maybe you have left a marriage that was not good for you, but it took you time to get there, or raised kids on your own, or went through your own trauma, and you went through it and you experienced it and you came out back on top. You hit rock bottom and you crawled your way out of it to get to where you needed to be. Well, it's the same thing now. Where are you right now, maybe in your 40s, 50s, 60s, where you have this purpose inside you, but you're stuck in this dead-end job that pays you and you live week to week, or you feel like you can't find the time to get to where you want to go to. You know that you have this purpose, but you are stuck where you are right now, and you've been in the same place last year and the year before, and you're going to be in the same place next year if you don't do something to create the change. How are you going to become solution oriented? What is it that you need to do to move you into your next purpose? What you're thinking about doing, what you want to do, it's not a dream. It is your next purpose. And so many women are at that point in their lives where we don't want to retire. Women don't want to retire. They want to move into their next purpose based on experiences they have had in their life and want to help others, whether it's women, men, children, animals, whatever it is. You have this passion inside you for something, and yet you aren't making the move to get there. So what is it that you need to do? You need to figure out what is the problem. What is that mantra, that affirmation you keep giving yourself, that negative affirmation that keeps you where you are? You don't have money. I don't have time. Living in that creates the space where you are going to stay exactly where you are. So if you are living week to week, but you know that you want to coach or teach people an experience how to solve it from where you are in your lifetime, but you're not doing it, and you're going to a job that you don't like, that's helping you to pay the bills, but you're living week to week, and you've been there for so long, how do you get out of it? So you need to write down, is first, what's the problem? What is that affirmation you keep giving to yourself? You have no money. Let's talk about that. You have no money, so you stay where you are and live week to week. But if you sat down and thought about, okay, this is what you want to do, and this is the money you need for it, where can I get it? I remember when I wanted to work with a very specific coach, and she wasn't horribly expensive. She was right in the middle. I felt like I was getting a lot of value for my money, and I needed to figure out where I was going to get the money to work with this person. So I went into my jewelry and I took something out. Even though I was connected to it, I was going to die with it. What was it going to do for me? So I took it, I sold it, I had the money to work with this person, and my life had changed. There was no more struggle, right? I learned what I needed to learn to get to where I wanted to be, and it took me on this amazing journey. And so you have to figure out what's holding you back. How can you find the solution to your problem? Where can you go for money? Do you need to get a credit card? Do you need to go to a bank? Do you need to ask family? Remember, when you borrow, the goal is to pay it back by achieving the goal that you want to achieve. So do you want to figure out how to get to that next level for your next purpose, your next passion, or do you want to stay where you are and make excuses for the rest of your life? Because the excuse you're giving yourself now, it's going to stay with you. It is not going to change until you decide to make the change. You're going to be exactly where you are, and time is just going to keep going by and keep going by. So you need to figure out the problem. You need to write down a bunch of solutions, because this is going to carry you into what it is that you want to do. You have to be solution oriented to be a solopreneur or an entrepreneur. So what is it that you need to do? And think about, are you really just lacking confidence? Are you really just in a place where you feel stuck? You don't know how to get out of it. You're not sure you really want to get that movement. So I'm going to tell you what you need. You need to order larch from Bach Flower Remedies, and that is going to give you confidence. If you are afraid of making change, then order walnut. Take those two remedies. They're plant extracts. They don't interfere with medication. They will help you to move forward, to bring out your personal confidence. It will help you to create change and move forward if that is what you truly, truly want to do. Maybe you don't. Maybe it's not really what you want. Maybe you're talking about it, but it's not really what you want. If you know that you have a passion for doing something now, and you're at a place in your life where you are ready to move forward or want to move forward and don't know how, first figure out what your challenge is and how to solve it. Make a list. On one side are the challenges, on the other side are the solutions. Some of the solutions, you might say, that's not a solution. I don't want to ask somebody for money, or I can't cut down on my time doing something specific. Well, you can, and you just have to look at it. And even if it's something you don't want to do, it is a solution. Get it on the paper. Once you have all these solutions, whether you feel it's a good one or not a good one, and you sit with it and it resonates with you, you're going to be able to figure out the next steps. But you have to understand, it is only you that can move yourself. Nobody else is going to take you from the place you are now to the place you want to be, except for you. And I want you to know there is always, always a solution. If it might not be the perfect solution, but there is always a solution. And sometimes that non-perfect solution ended up to be the most perfect solution. Take care. Amy D. Cohen.